most destructive human conflict of its time. Over 10 million people lost their lives to a conflict that reaped the benefits of the present industrial age and clenched the parameters of radical ideals. It has become appallingly obvious that our technology has exceeded our humanity. A quote from Albert Einstein that perfectly describes the innovations during the First World War. In the beginning of the 20th century, the Industrial Revolution was in full swing. Because of this, World War I was the first war to receive the perks of combustion engines, poisonous agents, airplanes, machine guns, battleships, as well as radio and sonar, to name a few. Historian Gail Stewart remarked that wars became more impersonal. The soldier no longer had to look his enemy in the eye. This was especially true during World War I. Innovations in communication eliminated the use for couriers. Indirect fire proved effective and showed how a battle could be won without boots on the field. Air raids often left masses of trenches filled with whole regiments unmoving. The innovations that were apparent during World War I were not always evident on the battlefield. Zeppelin blimps and reconnaissance aircraft were first used during World War I for the purpose of scouting enemy locations and reporting them back to headquarters for an immediate artillery strike or similar action. However, reconnaissance was not the only task assigned to Zeppelins and airplanes. Baron von Richthofen was alongside some of the greatest fighter pilots of the early 20th century. The Red Baron and his team would engage in dogfights, or aerial conflict. The evolution of the airplane was witnessed firsthand during World War I, as a previously passive innovation was transformed into a killing machine, literally. Observation blimps held a deceiving name. Observation was not the only purpose of Zeppelins. Bombing raids were a common occurrence as these behemoths littered the skies and rained death from heights beyond comprehension. Joined by the unseen aces in the skies, U-boats lurked the depths of the Atlantic and English Channel, threatening to sink any ship, military or civilian. The sinking of the Lusitania was one of the major actions that brought the United States to arms. In conclusion, 17 million fathers and sons never saw their families again. The destruction of whole countries and the absence of a whole generation is the result of unrestrained innovation and technology. As Einstein once said, "I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones." One of the most deadly human conflicts in history ended on the 11th of November in 1918. 94 years since Armistice Day, and the effects of malicious technological implementations are still evident today.